What's up guys, Michael here, and today I'm gonna talk to you on how to save battery on your Garmin 735XT. Actually, this video would apply to other Garmin watches as well, so stay tuned. And let's dive into the tips up here. So there are roughly 10 tips that I have for you. Some of them are very basic and kind of, simple knowledge, but anyway, you may not be aware of them, so check it out. So the first one is turn off your Bluetooth, okay? The Bluetooth is taking a lot of power and it's constantly kind of searching for your watch. Once it's connected as well, it will be slightly and slowly draining that battery, so I would definitely switch it off, okay? How do I do it? You can go up on the Garmin and use the controls to actually switch off your Bluetooth, okay? Another way is just to simply go to the settings. So when we go to the menu and then dive into settings, you'd see one of the options, Bluetooth, okay? So switch that off and just turn it on when you're transferring the data or when you're kind of saving activities and stuff like that. So the second one is turn off the heart rate monitor or the wrist heart rate monitor, okay? This is not something that everyone wants to do, but generally if you're looking as to kind of economy and efficiency and saving as much as possible on the battery, I definitely recommending the switching off the heart rate monitor. And again, this could be turned off in settings itself. The third one and the big one that people don't know about is to switch off activity tracking. So whether it will be switching off the steps taken or sleep pattern or moving alerts, things like that, I would definitely turn that off because that will be draining the battery, guys. So how do I do this? I just simply go to, again, settings, it would be activity tracking, okay? So I would totally switch it off, okay? And that will make sure that the battery will be saved even more. So the fourth option is to switch off backlight on your wrist and kind of switch off the backlight altogether, okay? And to do that we go to settings, system and backlight, and for keys and alerts I turn it off, and wrist turn as well off. Timeout, you don't need to worry about it when you switch it off completely, okay? So switch off completely the backlight, and that will get you a little bit of extra juice on that battery. Then keytones and vibrations, so that's the next one. So sounds, keytones, get them off. Alert tones, you can go off. Vibration, go off, okay? And again, vibrations taking more battery on that watch, so I definitely kind of switch off those two. Next one, data recording. So if we go down there in settings and system, data recording, so from smart, or keep it actually smart, okay? Because every second, it's just that whenever you start the activity, every single second the Garmin will try to get the coordinates and save them, and the activity will be huge and the battery will be drained drastically comparing to the smart data recording, which happens every 4 seconds, I believe. So definitely the one that you should select, okay? Next one is disable auto scroll. So when you're running, sometimes you have this feature called auto scroll when it's switching between different data screens, okay? And I will show you where it is. So when you go to run and you choose your activity and you go to activity settings, there is option called auto scroll. And again, if you have it running, it will be constantly scrolling the screens, and unnecessarily so. So it will be draining the extra juice on the battery. Another feature is to use Ultra Trac feature rather than GPS. So in GPS, choose Ultra Trac, okay? That feature would be available only to one of the kind of latest Garmin, so not all of them. Check the specs of your watch, whether you have that feature or not. Basically, Ultra Trac is using GPS less kind of rarely, and it's saving those coordinates less rarely, okay? So it's not hanging constantly on the GPS and trying to get as accurate as possible. And it's, I believe, getting the data every 30 seconds or so. So the next step is when you're hiking and when it's cold in winter, you know, keep it close to your chest, keep it in a warm place rather than have it exposed on your wrist and have it exposed to the cold, let's say to the outside, okay? So keep it, if you have long gloves, you know, keep it under the glove. It's just basically the warmer it stays in the cold days and winter times when you're outside hiking or running, it's just gonna affect that battery as well. The cold will definitely affect the battery, okay? In a negative way, obviously. So the next one and the last one, and really the funniest one, is really to power it off when not in use, okay? So generally when you're hiking and when you have maybe 20-15% battery and you really will rely on that watch later on, in case you're lost or something, but for so far you know kind of where the track is leading you and you're not necessarily in need of that watch, it's better just to switch it off completely and then turn it on when you really need that GPS, when you need to get back to start, for example. So in order to switch it off, just hold the backlight here for a few seconds and you have the option to power it off. Simple enough, okay? That would be it, guys. 10 steps or 10 tips on how to save the battery. Let me know down below if you have any other kind of solutions, tips or options that you're using for your runs or your hikes, okay? Comment down below anyway. Please thumbs up for the video, subscribe if you like it,